One. Oh, hello, everyone.
But
Well, guess what?
But
There was no three.
please, Goblet.
Well, you know, when your GM isn't paying attention to the intro and when it's ending and is getting on a nice tangent and realizes that you just have black screen and just
2-1.
Yep, it's just like, oh, wait a minute, we're live. We should be live. We're here. Hey, everyone. I'm Jay, also known as NeoFed3. I am your GM. Wayward Gamers, welcome to the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. We are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons with the Saltmarsh Legends here, and we're going to go around, introduce our wonderful and talented players, because that's what we do. And we're going to start off with Carrie, because we're going to start a little bit in the, the clockwise, so to speak.
Awesome.
Hello, Carrie. How are you, and how
Hello.
are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm Carrie and I'm playing Bryn, and I am really excited to see how this whole negotiation / murder fest goes. It'll be great.
Yes, it will be, and I look forward. I have to say, I am entertained to see what happens, because I'm an open book when it comes here, and I am just really seeing how things are going to go. So I hope to be surprised.
You won't be.
Okay. Thank you. Robo, how are you doing, sir?
it's me, RoboGoblin, and tonight I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking, first of all, and thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast. My whole guest appearance has been a blast, and your characters are really cool. But it's me, RoboGoblin. You can find me at TTRP Gibbs on Twitch and on Twitter. And tonight I'll be playing Goblin, the Warforge Ranger.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay! There he is. Awesome. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you so much for being here. Joshua, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Like Goblin said, or like Robo said, thanks for having us. Thanks for letting us be a guest here. It has been fantastic fun. And I'm excited to see the snake just eat everything it possibly can in the next 25 minutes. So it's going to be great. I'm playing Talako, our resident wood elf druid, who has an affinity for animals.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah. It should be a very good fun time, and we'll have to talk. Like I said, things are going to be interesting on the next few rounds. So I look forward to it.
We haven't gotten into combat yet. There's no rounds. Stop getting ahead of yourself.
Well, Jim, on that note, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm Jim Hawkmere1 on Twitter, and I'm playing Glassstock Steelcloak, the dwarven, sorcerer. So
you've come to terms with your.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Yeah. For those, we're gonna get some announcements in real quick, and then a quick recap. God,
Recap?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Jeez, Jay.
My tongue can't work right now. I'm just excited to be here. Anyways, we wanted something that people might notice is that we've got one little logo in the bottom here, and hopefully we're going to have another one sometime soon. We just wanted to say thank you very much to our affiliates of Talon and Claw, our wonderful friends there that make exact wonderful dice boxes and wooden different things that of wonder. If you go to their Etsy page, which right there, you should get an automatic Dragon Daddy discount code when you click on that link, as well as additional friends and affiliates. Oh yes, that's a beautiful one. That was 88 Riddles made that one. Yes, Jay.
Well, he painted it. Yes.
He painted it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Additionally, our other friends.
We also sell pirate themed ones.
Oh yes, which may come up in the future here at the Emporium for the
Yeah. We know.
Drop.
Oh no, not tonight. Later. Okay,
yeah, later. Yeah. But we also are other wonderful friends at Smuggler's Coffee. and information there. If you love coffee, if you love D&D themed coffee, check out our friends at Smuggler's Coffee. They have some very unique, interesting flavors. So we will look forward to that. Recap.
Check out their Black Friday sale.
Oh, they got a Black Friday sale coming up.
Their
Yes.
Black Friday
Nice.
sale with some unique flavors that are only available on Black Friday.
Yes. So,
And they specialize in bourbon barrel aged beans.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really good.
Oh yeah, it's
And we're looking at developing a good relationship with them, and there might be something in the future that's kind of a channel wide, maybe some specialty coffee in the future. But we're working on it. More information coming forward. But with that recap, we left off with our wonderful group exploring a haunted house, coming in contact with a mysterious madam that owns the house, vampire, and that basically said, "Hey, you're looking for the alchemist. I trapped him downstairs, and why don't you go check him out?" And well, you did some searching, and sure enough, the alchemist that you fought back in season 1 finale, that's been plaguing you with Rocky this entire season 1, was there. But he was skeletal this time. He wasn't in his normal flesh. So he is interestingly evolved into a new form. You defeated him. Yes, you defeated him and he turned to dust. And you found his secret laboratory, had some information and notes. Some information on Goblin's parents was found in some ledgers. Some information about Rocky escaping. You found no remnants of a box. You found notes on weather patterns of stuff that will happen. And realizing that the alchemist and the wizard have been traveling back and forth in time based off of everything. And then after several searching, you found some magic items in here too. So, a bag, a stone, some other gold, some more treasures in here. And as you're searching, and Goblin speaking to the snake that was conjured, and making a new friend, after about 30 minutes or so, you hear a little comment about, "Oi, I didn't know this was here. They ended up going in there." And we open up as some bandits or some other sea dogs of pirates or smugglers, who knows what they are, come across you searching the areas in the first room. And that's where we're going to pick up. Everyone hears this, individual human talking to everyone and sees the snakes. "Oh, they got a snake! That thing is huge! Back up on it! Down the boss!"
so that's them right there, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so they've already walked into that area.
Yep.
Okay.
Have
So-
they not? They haven't. We are in the next area,
Yep,
right? They
you-
haven't seen us yet.
The three of you are in this room here. Goblin is here with the snake.
Oh, I'm right there alone with the snake.
Yes, you
And
are.
them.
Oh
Yes.
God!
You're having a nice
Okay,
conversation with the snake, and then you look over, and then there's like, some
Okay.
some individuals, sea dogs of individuals, kind of come into the room,
Okay.
and they see the secret door open as well.
All right. So they come in.
Yep.
They see me with the snake,
Mhm.
and they say that, "Oh, look, they got a snake," and "Hello. Oh, they have a name, by the way."
Doy, who's got the name?
My friend the snake.
Oh,
That's your friend, boss. They got us, and he turns around. "Boss, they got a snake." And you hear this calm, very chilling voice coming from the other room. "You say they have a snake. How intriguing. Sandbet would like to see this snake."
It's not. We don't have the snake. They just came here.
And they've got
They
no, sorry, go
need
ahead.
it here.
And they've got their swords out, kind of point. It's not going to. If it tries to eat us, we're going to gut it. I'm not okay with snakes. How did it get in here?
Sulaco peeks his head around and goes, I don't advise gutting it because you'll end up in its guts.
Boss, there's more.
I look at Glassdock frantically.
I brought the snake. It's my pet. It's their friend, my pet.
Boss, they've got a pet giant snake in here. They found there's a door in the other room.
And it's their friend.
Battling
And there's
everything.
more.
Blastock just turns around and looks at Bryn and he's shaking his head. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And you hear this calming voice, both. Well, invite them out. I'm intrigued to find out who they are. So this actually says Sabat or Sambadet. Sambadet is intrigued to find out who they are. Hello, tell them to come out and speak with us, or we shall come in if necessary.
Blastock turns and looks at Bryn. Is this guy talking in third person about himself?
He is. Pirates do that. It's very a very pompous people. And then Bryn would take her sword out.
And Talako will walk forward, kind of wait to see if Goblin's going to yield or walk forward first.
I'm not moving.
Okay, yeah, Talako will walk forward and go, of course. And once we're done here, say, you wouldn't be the quote unquote rapscallions that the vampire upstairs talked about, right? He didn't speak highly of you, and I'm not really a fan of her, so you're probably good friends, right?
Boss! They know about the lady upstairs!
And they have a snake. And
This is just getting worse.
and a tree in the hole and a hole in the ground.
let's put all of our cards on the table, guys. Let's go.
Wait, and Talako will turn around and go, wait, the snake has a name? I call it Fluffy. What did he say its name is?
Oh my god.
Oh, tell them your name. Salazar. With extra S's on the name.
Yes, to avoid any sort of infringement. Yes.
Of course, yes.
Sar.
Boss, the snake's got a name! Are we gutting this thing? No, Salabat does not want violence yet. I'm intrigued on how they got here. Find the information out first.
Oh.
Okay, boss!
Do you just want to talk to us yourself? Or are we just going to play a game of telephone?
Glasslock is going to step up to
What?
the first.
Oh, right. There are telephones, yes.
First two, and just looks at him and says, "Move, or I will move you."
They back up. They back up to about right there.
Does this name sound familiar to me? This San Ballet or whatever his name is?
No, it does not.
Okay. So I would follow Glassdock pretty closely, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they kind of step out, and you see back here, there's appears to be male and female sea dog-ish type clothing, watery weather, not piratey, but definitely kind of similar to the high seas wear that they're wearing, but more sea land, more landish, like land ho than actually sea faring pirates. But the other thing is that you notice is back here in standing, you see a tall human male with a shaved head and piercing green eyes. He definitely appears to be the leader and is very charismatic. Yep, charismatic. and he's darting and looking at you. And yes, I'm not going to have you make a insight check, but he is talking in the third person, and he's very arrogant. You can tell.
In shock.
And as you kind of come out, he's like, "Oh, well, Sabalt, is you found the room? Am I to understand you found the Alchemist's lab?"
You can assume correctly.
Salabit, I'm going to get this. I'm constantly going to get this name wrong. Sambalit. Sambalit has been looking for that room for ages, and you found it. Sambalit is curious. How did you get past the lady upstairs?
We told her that we needed a word with the alchemist, and she sent us down here so that we didn't cause trouble upstairs, because that's where she found us.
And she didn't eat you?
No, so we're supposed to cause trouble for you or help straighten you out as under the conditions of us being able to come down here. I say we just pretend like we did, and we just mind our own business, and you can get access to all this.
Interesting.
And we'll be about our way if Sen Ballots is okay with that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh my god.
Sanballat requires an offering to allow you to leave.
All right.
I have these two wonderful people that my dwarven friend is ushering your way, that you can keep them. That's my offering. Glasstalk, are you okay with that?
Blastock will cast Green Flame Blade on his axe and kind of puff up his chest and say, we got what we wanted from the alchemist. We'll leave everything else for you.
Well, what did you get from the
Information?
alchemist?
What we needed.
Information. Nothing you would want.
Maybe Salabit is always interested in information.
Well, this information involves a friend of ours that was missing.
Interesting. And Salabit is curious. How did you negotiate with the lady upstairs? You say you're supposed to cause trouble for us, for Salabit and his crew, or his group, I should say. They're not crews.
That was what she requested to allow us to speak to the alchemist.
And you spoke to the alchemist? He was alive?
No. But we spoke to him.
He was animated, but it is no longer.
How intriguing! Salabit is intrigued! Oh, you must tell me more. Was it skeletal or fleshy?
Skeletal.
Did he have his faculties, or was he just animated?
No, he had his faculties.
And his lab? Allow my man to seek out the lab.
Your men can have whatever is in the lab. As I said,
step aside.
We have, we got the piece of information that we needed from him before we eliminated his presence from this world.
And what else did you find in his lab?
There's some gold. There's like a gold apple and some other stuff. We weren't here for riches. We were simply here to question him. And as I said, we want to find a friend of ours that is missing. And based on the information he gave us, we have a lead.
Interesting. Salabit will take that gold then, as offering to let you pass.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you don't want the two people here?
So you want
and I turn around and I glare daggers at Talico.
No, so just to be clear, the two people I'm talking about were the two people that were in front of Glasstalk.
Right.
I'm offering his own men to him.
I was confused.
Yeah.
No, I knew what he
Oh.
meant. I knew
I'm
what he
glad.
meant.
You being Glassstock or you being Jim?
Both.
Okay, good.
Fair
Bryn will
question.
flow on the uptake. So is Carrie.
And he kind of looks at you, very cunning of you. But those are my men. They're always my men. Well, my men and the ships. So, the captain's crew. So you just came here to speak with an alchemist, got some information, and now you are leaving?
Yes.
Yes. And
It-
I'll telepathically command the snake to come up between, basically get into the doorway, like it's slithering out. Come
Yes.
on, Fluffy.
and
And
it's
it will.
it is going to be very difficult for the snake to get through. Snakes can get in through small spaces and stuff. So, but it's gonna take time, and it's how large it is. It's
No,
gonna
it's squeezing. It's
Yeah.
a full 30 feet just to get through 5 feet of door.
Yeah,
I get that.
yeah. Oh yeah. You celibate requires you to present the items, and he yells out, has the room been looted? And you hear back, did you leave anything in the laboratory?
Yeah, all of the gold stuff. We only took the books, the bag of holding, and the notes.
Oh, so actually the gold stuff is all that.
Yeah.
And he boss, they left the gold. Why?
And there's a snake.
Celibate.
And they've got a big snake.
Celibate is impressed. You are here just for the information. Most people would just take the gold as well. What?
If we wanted more money, we would take your men and turn them in for whatever reward they're worth.
Interesting.
That's not why we are here, as I've stated a couple of times.
Interesting. Celibate is interesting. What do you are adventurers, are you not?
Sort of.
Yes. We're adventurers who are getting very tired of this conversation. Glassstock, we can just go. They're not. How about we just leave?
Celibate is curious if he needs to hire you sometime, that you would be interested.
What kind of
Depends.
work?
Yeah, depends on the job.
Well,
We're not thieves, as you can tell. We don't steal.
Well,
but you do protect, do you not?
Yes.
Protect, find things.
Now, I might then inquire on my enterprise of moving items to and from locations. Might need some assistance and some protection. But here's the ultimate question that Sabet has for you. And it will determine if you leave or your corpse stays.
Considering we're leaving either way, go ahead and ask your question.
Now, that you know that we are here, you do realize if you share this information.
Yeah, we've heard this story from the lady upstairs. We're not supposed to talk
Jeez.
about everything that's going on in this house.
How-
We get
Isn't
we
it-
get we get
Is it a requirement in this house to be repetitive and obnoxious? That's a requirement for this house, isn't it? Is that what it is?
My operation requires discreetness. And for people to know that it's here. Hey, Bryn,
Yeah.
give me a perception check, please.
Why just me? Why just me?
He's
Okay.
probably doing thieves' cant. You're the only one who can understand it.
I got a nat one.
Oh my god!
Totally tuning you out. Just like all she's here is blah 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 blah.
She's
blah.
completely getting bored with.
She's so bored.
Oh my god!
Get me out of here.
I'm looking for my notebook that has all the notes on keeping records of the wonderful information that we've got going on here. All right, so Bryn, you got a one on that one. All right,
Sure did.
perfect.
Not only do I not understand, I am. Just,
You're not
I-
paying
I-
attention to it. But will
I
I?
don't think Bryn has picked up a single thieves' cant conversation. Yet.
No, she hasn't.
To be fair, I've had like 3 opportunities
Yeah. But
this whole effing game.
But I will give you this as a freebie because you're realizing that you're not noticing them, but you notice that there is because you've been because you have been worked on a ship before. You recognize that these are smugglers.
Ooh.
This is a smuggling operation. And what you know of a smuggling operation is there is a ship that generally has. This is the base, land base. And a ship will come in and bring in stuff. Now, you have heard in the past, most cities, especially Saltmarsh, has a prominent smuggling operation going on.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Saltmarsh.
You're pretty sure that Lido, back in the city in the future, was a potential one at that time. Back in the city.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that you're here is you're picking up on some of that. And he's like, well, so you can go, the lady upstairs is going to allow you to leave without getting eaten?
She's going to allow us to leave
yes.
if we tell her we kicked your ass. Does that need to be the truth or not?
Sembelet has a job for you if you're interested.
What kind of job?
Just a delivery. And he kind of snaps his fingers and points to one of them and go get the box. And one of them runs, and there is what you realize is a secret door.
Another secret door?
They go through a secret door here. And he's
what
like,
S stands for?
Uh-huh.
Sorry. There's an S on the map that the audience can't see. That's what it means.
That's what it means, yes.
Awesome.
I thought it was an elephant.
I didn't know what it was.
As he kind of looks at you and goes, I would like to ensure that you're not going to say anything. I would like to hire you to deliver, and you can get past the lady. I would like you to deliver a box to someone at a tavern in town. And this person will then let me know if you successfully delivered this box. Why, do you ask?
No.
No.
If you just let us through, we'll take this stupid box. Fluffy, go get the box. And like the snake starts the very slow process of squeezing through the door.
Oh no, that's just
heading.
That is just unsettling. Oh my.
I'm not as curious about why as what the fuck are they going to do about it if we don't deliver the box?
Here's the deal. Deliver this box to a person at the Empty Nest Tavern. You can notice that he will be wearing a brown cloak with an lapel of a red and yellow flower on his cloak. Deliver the box and say these words. Your delivery is here. And he will
be easy to remember.
And he will just simply say, the moon is nice.
Okay.
And
How
then
big is this box?
it's like a small little box. Like it looks like not a treasure box, like a treasure chest, but it looks just like a wooden box. Just something, just plain wooden, like with a latch and a lock on it.
What's inside?
Is Fluffy, is the snake able to squeeze past everybody? And
not yet, because he's just kind of, they're kind of like, a boss. He's like, just a moment until we've come to an agreement. So deliver this, and then he will, once you've delivered that, he will contact me to ensure that you are, that you can do this. That we
Again, what if we don't?
Oh, then we'll just hunt you down.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't be
What's
the
inside
first
the
time.
box?
Oh, don't look inside the box. I can guarantee it would be a bad thing.
Bryn? Oh, okay. Where is he fucking standing? Okay. Bryn wants to walk right up to his ass. Not up to his ass, right up to him. And I don't give a shit if they are following me. Follow me with your little dumb tokens. And I want to go right up to his face. And I just want to be like, you are not a pleasant man.
Sanballat is a very pleasant man. More pleasant than you would like, I bet.
Oh god. And then Bryn like looks like she's got the full body shivers, and then she's like, who has this box?
And then just
Take
at
it.
that moment,
Let's get outta
someone
here."
runs in with the box. There's the box.
Give it to Fluffy, and Fluffy, who's like still squeezing through the door, open his mouth, like
And
put
like
the box in his mouth.
all of them are just like really scared. They're like, and they're like, One last thing. Saltmarsh would like to know your name.
Fluffy.
Who is he
My name's
talking to?
Goblin.
All of you.
All of us.
Goblin doesn't even think about. My name's Goblin.
My name is Goblin.
Goblin.
Would you like an artist's rendering of wheat? My name's Bryn.
Bryn.
I'm so tempted at this point because there's not that many of them.
Don't.
Bryn, you're seeing Glassstock get that little eye, the twitch in his
I would
eye.
kind of look. Okay, Bryn would kind of look over her shoulder at Glassdog and look
Yeah.
at him very sternly, and then just kind of shake her head.
Right. All right.
Thank you. And I want to see if you are telling the truth that you can make it past the lady. I'm intrigued to see this happen.
Yeah. And Glasslock just starts.
Saltmarsh is intrigued.
Oh my gosh. Can we just leave now? We don't have to wait for him to finish his monologue, right?
No, let's
Oh,
go. And
bye.
Bryn starts.
Bye-bye. It's so
Oh,
lovely to
my
talk to
box
you.
The box is locked, right?
Yeah, the box is locked. Yep.
Okay, great. Because I don't want it flapping open while it's
Yep.
inside of
No, it's
Salazar.
His mouth.
but no, yeah, it's law locked, and as you make it way through the other secret door into the wine cellar, they're all looking at you, and they're all you notice now that these
Oh, that's right. We came in this way.
the soldiers are nervous, like the bandits and the smugglers are just nervous because they're looking at the snake and they're like waiting for something to happen.
See, I know we could take these bastards, but
I shake my head and I say, "You don't know men like them. They're crafty. They have all kinds of tricks up their sleeve. They didn't look like much.
They bleed
but
like everybody else.
They
You know,
didn't look like much, but
listen.
Glasstalk, you don't know them.
Listen, I've dealt with idiots like this before. If you take the
Wait.
leader route, the other ones just surrender.
I'm sure you've
We
always dealt with
absolutely-
everything, and you always know better. And Bryn is just like giving you the kind of like, okay,
know, yeah.
Dad.
They do have
I'm
fancy
sure.
hats. I did like their hats.
That's what very fast.
So as
Right.
you make it into the wine cellar and the chimney fireplace closes, and the snake, it's tight squeeze in here with the snake.
Oh yeah, no, like as soon as we're through, as soon as like the snake
Yep.
actually is able to get through into here and we're able to shut the door
Yep.
and leave all of them behind me or
Mhm.
behind us, I'm gonna have him open his mouth back out and I'm gonna open up I'm gonna use my bag to actually grab the box and
Mhm.
just put it into one of my jacket pockets.
Okay.
Awesome.
Are you then gonna let the snake go?
No, I'm gonna have it hang out here
Okay.
and guard the stairs until it disappears of its own right.
Okay, perfect. So you make your way back up the stairs as the snake is guarding the basement. Oh, this I have to say that was entertainment. And you're making your way back up the stairs. So you're back up into this room and you're getting into the kitchen through the doorway and stuff like that. You're back in the kitchen. Goblin, you are calm again, but once you're back in this room, you just get a little bit of that tingle of that you look over at the cauldron just to make sure it wasn't bubbling, and it's not. It's there's no fire, there's no nothing. It's all cobwebby and stuff like that, but you're just all. And Talako, as you come up, your eye wanders to the cupboard again.
I would say, wait, hold on, and I would just say, she's not going to believe we got in a fight if we don't look like we were in a fight. And then Bryn would kind of smile
we
at
already-
Glassdock and crack her knuckles.
Well, we do look like we're in a fight.
We were.
Did we look like we were in a fight?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause you fought the
we
Alchemist.
fought those
Skeleton and the
fucking- we fought those
Alchemist, yeah.
fucking- yes, the skeletons.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never mind. Perfect. This'll work. Great. Making sure. I
So-
kind of just wanted an excuse to punch Glassdock in the face.
Yes, I know you did.
You know.
I knew where that was going. I'm not stupid.
Hey, we got to make a show of it. Oh.
So as you get to this door here and you get back into the hallway, you do see a door that's leading out. It's potentially up the back door, or you have the long hallway to the front door.
I say we just go out the back door.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay. So as you get to the back door, it is locked, but you can simply unlock it from the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Here,
Ah.
watch. I'm Bryn. Click.
It's a very good impression of me.
All right, that's a clap.
Made it look easy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't break anything.
Mm-hmm. Just like me. And then we, I assume, just leave.
So you leave out the door, and are you going back up to the front entrance where you're
Yeah.
because you had horses in a way?
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to look for the kid.
Okay.
Oh.
Everyone give me a perception check,
Nice.
please.
Perception.
God. 10.
8.
Well,
That one.
Oh, my
Woohoo!
goodness.
Wow. This is definitely a natty one day. So as you are going, you're kind of looking where the bushes are and stuff like that, and you don't.
I like how Roll20 shows nat ones as red.
Yeah. But as everyone's kind of looking over at the bushes where they saw this, but Talako, you look back at the house, and you
I don't know what's the
see
house.
a small boy in rags, similar rags to the ones you saw under the cupboard.
Oh,
Looks
no.
back at you. Looks back into the house.
Damn it.
And
Okay.
it just kind of disappears for a second.
Oh, no.
I forgot something and I need to go back and get it.
Calico, no. We're out. We're home free. That we didn't even have
There's-
to deal. We didn't even have to deal with the vampire bitch. We can
The-
just
the-
leave.
There's still bones that need to be properly put to rest in there. And it's just right in the kitchen. It'll be in and out. Fast as a lark.
He's going in alone.
No, he's not. And Bryn would take it back out.
So everybody's going back into.
And Bryn would look at Glassdock, kind of
Oh
doesn't
God.
say
Okay, let's
anything,
go.
but
Let's
gives
go.
the
Let's
puppy
go.
dog eyes. Yes. Awesome.
So you go
Right.
back to the back door,
Yes.
and
like
as
last
you're
talk.
making your way,
Make it my way.
Making your way.
Making my way inside where that vampire bitch does
I need a perception check from everyone, please.
Oh god.
Well, I already rolled one nat one.
Oh, that's better. That's a 19 for me.
17.
Okay.
4.
4.
Ooh.
17.
17.
Hey.
Okay, awesome. Very good, very good. I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh.
Is this against being charmed or put to sleep?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Oh,
Figured
okay,
I would
okay.
ask.
12.
18.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
17.
Okay. That's pretty freaking good, guys.
All right. So, looking at the map as you're kind of coming into the room here, Bryn, or who rolled the 12 saving throw? Talako. Okay, so Talako, as you're kind of coming
The
in,
one who knows where the bones are.
the ones where you know where the bones are. As you get to this point right here, and you look because you're kind of scanning around, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, trigger warning: horror and gore. Wasn't sure we're going to get to it tonight, but there is one last one that we are going. So if you are triggered by certain gore and or horror, take a moment or two. We will come back to us, but just giving you the fair warning. Because, Talako, as you look over at this door right here, it appears to slightly open.
Ooh.
And you see a bouncing red ball. Bang. And kind of like bounce out the door into the hallway, hits the wall, and starts bouncing back into the room. And with the angle of the door opening, you can kind of see it bounce into the room. But suddenly the bouncing ball changes.
Yep, I know it.
As if it was a severed head.
Yeah.
Bouncing.
Called it. Called it. Awesome. Whose head?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run into the kitchen really fast. That sounds like a great idea. Like
Calico's just going, nope.
yeah, no, I turn, I panic, and I just push Bryn out of the way as I'm like, oh, let me go. Just go.
Yep. And you are scared. And oh, wait a minute. Actually, that's
I asked whether or not it was being charmed. I
yeah.
didn't know.
Talako,
Amazing.
you took 2 points of wisdom damage.
Ooh.
Wisdom.
Your wisdom just went down by 2.
What the? You're just jealous of my wisdom.
Yeah, you are scared, panicked. You are just like drained of like what you saw was some sort of haunt that just overwhelmed you by this and fear. And you're standing in the room just, fearful. And everyone can see Talako is just white, just white with fear.
Do I freeze in place, or do I actually? Am I?
You run. No, you run. You run right into the room. Yeah, you run in, and you're just standing in the room.
What's wrong? What did you see?
There was a kind of a bloody skull, a red ball, a bloody red skull being bounced by something in the room back there. And I just want the kid skeleton right there. I just don't want the bloody skull. Just
No
not here for
skull. No to the bloody skull. Yes to the child skeleton. Got it. Clear as mud. We have to leave.
Oh,
We should go.
We didn't know about the skeleton, right?
Nope, not at all.
Just you.
I did. This is the first time I pointed towards that cupboard and said, "Here for the skeleton, not the skull."
Mhm.
And I pointed at the cupboard.
And you remember
Talico.
when you were in the room, Talico kind of was searching some of the rooms and opened and shut the door real quick and not let anyone know what was in that cupboard.
Uh-huh.
Sneaky. Okay. And Goblin's gonna be like, Calico, what skeleton?
The child skeleton that's in the cupboard. And he'll start to try to compose himself to actually open it.
And as he opens it, there is in a kind of a fetal position, there is a skeleton, and the clothes that the ragged clothes and decomposed is there. You recognize it as the boy Timmy that was wearing very similar clothes at the wall that you first met when you came here. That was asking about his friend in the house. And that was going to stay at the wall.
Is that the child we saw when we came in?
I believe so. I believe it's the same.
Oh.
I think what we saw out there was a ghost, and this child needs to be properly.
Agreed.
You hear a creak from upstairs.
No.
All right,
no,
let's go.
No, grab him. Grab him and
You
go.
grab him
Wait,
and
grab it.
do you shut the door when you the back door as you leave, or just run out?
I
Just
think that's
run out.
probably. I think that's probably like a wisdom or what is it? I am a child of Pathfinder. What's a will save?
Wisdom save
Wisdom, yeah.
save. I think that's probably a wisdom save, don't you think, guys?
to remember to
Have
shut the
to-
door on the way out.
Yeah, to do like have the presence of mind because I think we're all a little freaked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, I passed.
Yep.
That's a 14.
Okay.
I probably would remember to shut the door on the way out.
Okay. Talaco got an 18, so yeah. Goblin with a nat 20.
Yes, he really remembers to shut the door.
It's my first nat 20 here.
Woohoo!
Woot, woot.
Woohoo!
Welcome to the club.
So yeah, as Goblin's the last one, and just being proper, it's proper etiquette. You shut the door.
Right.
Naturally, obviously, yeah.
So as you make your way to the front wall, I'm assuming you get back into your on your horses. You're gonna, or no, you walked, didn't you? Or did you? No, I can't remember. Did
Well,
you?
I think we
I don't think we have horses.
No, you don't have horses. Yeah.
we might have rented them or
Yeah.
something.
No, we don't have horses.
No,
I think we walked.
Yeah, you
No.
walked.
That's right.
So you're gonna walk back, and it's cloudy, but it's not rainy yet or anything. But again, as you are walking, what conversations are you having in the 4 hours that you're making your way back?
I'm bitching to Bryn that we could have taken those damn pirates and this, would have gotten out of there 5 times faster than it took.
And I think Bryn does like just kind of like yes, and for like a while just sort of listens to him and sort of plays along, and then like finally she would sort of snap, and it's been a long day, and she would just turn to Glassdock and be like, you don't know everything about everything.
I'm not saying I know everything about everything. I'm just saying.
You sure as shit seem to know a shit ton about pirates.
Yeah, I'm not saying I know pirates. I said I know their types.
Yeah, you know their types, and you know we could have taken them. You don't know shit about them. They could have had a freaking satchel full of smoke bombs. They could have blinded you. They could have cut your throat. They could have killed me, and they could have killed our new friends. You ever think about that? We were outnumbered, Glassstock, and you don't know what kind of tricks they had up their sleeve. You got to think about somebody besides yourself.
I am thinking about somebody beside myself. I was thinking about you and the rest of this group here.
Bullshit. If you were, you could have put your pride to the side and then just listen to that guy talk for another 10 minutes without threatening to kill everybody and let them kill us. I don't understand why you can't just go along sometimes. And why can't you just trust me? I shook my head at you. I knew what those guys were capable of. Why can't you just drop it and say, yeah, Bryn, that was probably the best call? Even if you don't believe it.
And Glassstock's going to put his head down for a second. And he's going to reach into his pouch and pull out a bottle and hand it to Bryn. And as he hands it to her, he's going to look her dead in the eye and say, I trust you more than anybody else. And that's why I didn't do that.
And Bryn would take the bottle. She would pop the cork off of it and take a drink. And then she would just kind of like stand there for a second and then like take a breath like she's gonna say something. And then take another drink. And then she would like hand it back to him and just be like, and I trust you too. And then she would just kind of turn and keep walking.
And then Glassdock's going to turn and look at Talako, and he's going to hand the bottle to him and say, hopefully this will make you feel a little bit better. And then he looks at Goblin and says, I'd offer it to you, but I'd know you'd turn it down.
I appreciate the thought, though.
Talako's going to throw the bottle back. And as he does, he's just going to, with his other hand, do the somatic components. And he's just going to say a couple of words and actually cast Cure Wounds on himself as he takes a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And he'll and then he'll hand it back and goes, feeling better already. And then like there's this moment of like, well, what was the drink actually?
Oh, Glassdock's actually a brewer, so it was like a family dwarven ale.
Oh, okay. Not like a smoky whiskey or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, he takes a drink of it and goes, yeah, that. I feel better. And also, that's really good.
Well,
and he passes it back.
And about this time, you suddenly get bing as a letter appears right in front of Glassdock. Glassdock, Jim, would you please grab letter number 6?
Number 6? Oh, we're skipping.
No. Oh, wait.
Is it?
No, you're 6. Bryn is 5. We did 5.
I already did 5. I did 5 last time.
Yes. And we
Group 6.
Group 6. And if you recall, there wasn't one last episode.
No, there wasn't. Time before last.
Yes.
Yes.
The first number 1 of Group 6 appears in front of you.
So people watching at home know exactly what we're talking about.
Awesome.
And I always feel bad about these wax seals.
I know. I've saved all the wax seals. I have them all.
I've got to figure out how to do something special with the wax seals and stuff.
We can save and keep.
Yeah.
There's 3 in here.
So you want number 1.
Okay, well, unfortunately, they all just say Bryn and Glassdock, and there is no numbers.
It's on the back.
Check out the back.
See, Jim has never had to read more than 1.
More than 1. No.
There we go.
Where are the numbers?
I found number 1.
Wait, can we take bets in chat if there's more than 4 words per like, or is it just a series?
We're gonna do an over/under on words. I set the over/under at 7.5. I say under.
Okay. Glassdock,
All right.
please open up number 1.
Oh, you're way off, Carrie.
And read it out loud, please.
Oh.
Status update. It's been 9 months. 9 months? Oh my God. Since I last saw you. Oh, okay. I may have asked too many questions, for I believe I am being followed. I have led them on a merry chase. I dare say, and am currently laying low. If this or any of my letters somehow manage, that's where it ends.
Bing! Second letter shows up.
This is when Glassdock turns and looks at Bryn and goes, number 2. Yeah. To reach you, know that I am, at the time of this writing, still alive. No shit, you stupid elf. This is in no small way thanks to a mutual friend of ours. I encourage you to seek out Hendrik Copperlock. He can point you in my direction. Oh yes, least I forget to mention.
Bing!
Copperlock is a family that my family knows.
his
Yeah,
uncle's
you've
friend
mentioned him.
that you met in the city,
it's
the
the old
wizard
guy,
dwarf.
the one that I got the axe from.
Yes.
Yeah. While the alchemist is still maddeningly sequestered away in his home, I believe Rocky is no longer with him. Yeah, we know that, Avero. I suppose it's possible he is dead. No, he's not. But I think it's more likely that he escaped. I plan to investigate this further. I miss you, my friends. Signed, Avero.
Does that one say, my friends?
Yes.
He was less decisive before. Hendrik Copperlarks.
Yep.
You mentioned him.
Yeah. Goblin, Talaco. The Copperlocks is a family that knows my family. Long time. But Hendrik in particular is a friend of my uncle's.
Oh,
And you know that Hendrik is the dwarven wizard who is very, very old.
Well, he was
when,
we
when
met
in
him
the
first time.
city. So now he's probably
Probably younger.
but he's in here, and he's the brother of Mandelstam Copperlocks, who owned the mine, who Glassstock has met, who was drunk at the Wickered Goat, that the gentlemen were talking about going into the mines that recently closed.
my God, Jay.
There's a whole world.
Can we make an assumption that Hendrik's house is in the same location?
There's a strong possibility, but considering the differences, it wouldn't be too hard to find. You would have you'd have a rough estimate of where it could be based off the geography. It would be a very simple roll, and the roll would just determine how long it would take you to find it.
I can cheat.
Yeah.
I have that lantern.
The lantern
nice.
of.
Yeah, so I have to read the
While Jim is reading, please be sure to check us out on spring.com with Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. We have t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and so much more. Spring.com. Just search Emporium for the Wayward Gamer.
the Wayfarer hooded lantern. Let's like guides its bearer on their journey when they are venturing locations unknown. Acts as a normal hidden lamp, the exception giving off greenish light until the command word is spoken. When you use an action to speak the command word and the name of a location, the hood will rotate so the light shines only in the directions of the location you've named.
Yep, it would work to find it. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So then you would be able to go right to it.
Okay. I don't want to split the party at this point. I say we go and drop this box off, and then, well, how late is it, Jay?
It's because you were in the morning. It's around dinner time.
I say we just go drop the box off, take the night, since we should rest up after the fight we were in, so that Talaco and I can get our spells back, and then in the morning we can go straight to Hendrix.
Before we do that, can we actually give a proper burial for the child?
I would look at Talaco and I would say, what makes a burial proper? Sea, it's different. Land, it's different.
We probably want to take the child to the graveyard and bury it with its family. That would be the best start. I don't know what if any god that they followed, but I can give at least druidic right.
Jay, what I know, is there like a very common religion in Saltmarsh? Like, is there kind of an overarching religion that is?
You wouldn't have known, but when you were there was multiple religions. Now, you're not, since you haven't spent a lot of time here, you're not 100% sure. Talaco would know that there is a few different religions. The prominent people kind of pray the prominent deities, but there's the only churches currently that are, or temples that are currently in town. There is one for, as I'm looking it up right now, since have the information. Imberal, so there's a Lathander. There's a prominent temple of Lathander here. There is also another one of there's a grove, there's a sea grove where there's a whole bunch of forests, and it's to Silvus or the Oban High. So it's kind of a druidic. There is the Church of the Purple Sheep as well.
Naturally, of course.
Yep. So those are the prominent ones. While there are some smaller, people do pray to different deities within the town. So
I can give rights for
yeah,
Oban High.
and with the graveyard is here at number 14. The Temple of Lathander here is at 17. 9 is the Church of the Purple Sheep. And then, like I said, there's a few others kind of scattered out. And then right here in 11 is the Grove, where there's a druid that lives in the Grove. So you would know of the gnome druid that lives in the Grove. And then there's a tower that she kind of lives out of in that area. But the number 14 here is where the graveyard. And on the way, you could stop, talk to the grave diggers, and there might be something that you could do, or they would be able to hold them, and that tomorrow morning they would dig the grave and have be able to do the ceremony for them.
Let's just swing by and have them dig the hole, potentially hold the skeleton, I guess, because I don't things like this. I find bodies. I'm not used to.
Yeah, you don't hold on to them.
So as you're making your way, so my understanding is as you're coming into town, once you get into town, you're going to go to the graveyard, talk to them. Most likely they're going to hold the body, dig, and then you can come back in the morning for a service.
Can I real quick,
Mhm.
as we're on our way back,
Mhm.
I would sometime in this journey, I would go to Goblin. And I would just look at him. I was like, Goblin, do you remember when you saw the cauldron in that one room and you went all red? Remember anything about that?
I don't.
That's fine. You saw something that was unpleasant, I think, and something went haywire up there, and your eyes turned red, and you were kind of lost to us, I guess. How I would describe it for a couple of minutes. So you don't remember it.
I don't. But that's really interesting. I didn't think that I could turn into something else. Well,
Mm.
be
And
a different color.
Calico's never mentioned anything like that happening to you before?
No. I guess
Oh,
this is the first time that he has been through that, like out of
okay.
game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Bryn would just kind of be like, well, don't worry about it. We'll take care of you, and if it ever happens again, I'll let you know.
Please do, and thank you so much.
And on your way back, Goblin, you're pondering the information that you found, the letters in the notebook about your family. That the alchemist talked about how the gnomes, a group of a male and female couple, had information on forges and war forges, and that they were eventually sent to a city by the wizard. And you would talk about how, and as more information, as you're kind of looking at the information and then getting a little bit more in depth, it sounds like they were in the custody of the wizard for about a month during their time here, and they were at a keep outside of town, a ruined for a while. It indicated that the wizard had his hideout at a keep outside of town that was referred to as, and I will throw the information in chat in a moment, but it was referred to as the Tower of Zepos. And it's a ruin that you know of outside of town, not too far away, on the way to the swamp. It's a ruined tower based off of a famous wizard. But the wizard Kellic, whose was in cahoots the wizard, or excuse me, uh the alchemist, at one point was at this would go to this tower. This was where the hideout of this tower, the wizard was, before they went to Burle, Burle. So you're getting some more information as you're timing of like leads on where potentially you could go to find your parents. But it sounds like they were at the tower for a while, and then they went off. They got shipped off to the other town, which is a bit east of, or excuse me, a bit west of town.
Okay. So Goblin didn't know that they had the well somebody found the notes there, but Goblin didn't know because nobody.
Oh,
I imagine nobody told him because I was talking to the snake.
Oh, that's right. My mistake.
On the journey, we would have shared the notes.
Okay.
Yeah, on the journey in that 4-hour time,
Yeah.
would have shared all the notes.
Okay.
Okay.
So Goblin, you found out your information about your parents. Clearly, because there was a specific note about war forges and forges and creating these gnomes had, and the names of the gnomes were in the journal. So they confirmed that these were your parents.
All right. And after all the conversations and everything like that, he would be like, I need to go to the tower, find out more about my parents. I guess they were here too.
How long ago were they here? Like, are there dates in the journals?
Not so many dates, because Goblin, your parents have been gone for years, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they've been gone for years. So it's one of those things where it's been a long time. So there probably is no fresh stuff, but this is the first information that you would have heard anything about your parents.
Okay. And Calico, my parents are here. They might be alive. I haven't seen them in 15 years.
That's fantastic. I will, if you're, I hate to ask you to wait a night, but let me refresh and let's settle matters here, and then we can leave immediately to search out your parents. The clues that are there will still be there tomorrow or the next day.
The other thing is that there's more information in the journal. It's going to take you a little while to sift through it, maybe a day or two to actually look. And there might be some more information in the journal and stuff like that. And it's going to take, like I said, a day or two to kind of sift through everything to be able to get if there's any additional information.
Let me. I'll put on my investigation glasses once we have time to uncover and start to map everything, all the information we have. We know the next steps, but if there's something that can help us with the right questions or the right things to search for, we can.
Did you say something about a tower?
Yes.
There was a key that we took that in the list of things, something about a tower, a key to a tower or something like that. So perhaps that's a tie-in.
Yes. So we're talking about a tower. But how is this possible? I haven't seen them in 15 years.
The weather patterns of the Alchemist going back and forth, and I'll open up that part of the journal. There's all of these storms that I've been chasing are the Alchemist teleporting through time. So it's very possible that to this Alchemist only a few years may have passed, but to your parents and to you, 15 years have passed.
And you see Goblin turning into yellow. His whole lights turn into yellow, and he's just waiting for someone to say something.
Are you okay? Are you? we'll find your parents. I promised you I'd help you until the as long as I could and until the end. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you're turning colors again. You got this yellow thing going on, and that's not.
I am.
So, what are you feeling right now, Goblin?
Feeling? I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain that I haven't seen my parents in 15 years, and I know they might be alive, and I lost them, and I can find them again.
Are you feeling happy, or are you feeling scared, or does yellow mean?
I don't know, but I just want to see my parents again.
Let's hope that
yeah, but not.
We have been through a lot, so I believe it's should be good for us to take a rest and go after that tomorrow.
Yes. Calico, if you want, I can come with you to the graveyard or the burial ground. And Goblin, maybe you and Glassstock can go ahead and get us a room at an inn or tavern or something. We can meet you there.
Well, we have our rooms at the
But the tavern thing.
We have them
whatever
saved already?
goat it is
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we
Wicker.
need to go.
Wicker
Wicker
goat.
goat.
Wicker, sorry.
Yes, yes, you're right.
Wicker.
The Wicker goat.
Uh,
Oh yeah, right.
But we've got to drop this box off though too.
Oh, we could do that in the morning. That whole will hunt you down bullshit. Pirates can't do anything in a timely manner.
Yeah.
So I think
Well,
we're safe until the morning.
You're probably correct.
And Bryn would nod at Glassstock. At least he can manage. You're probably correct. And there's kind of a thank you kind of vibe. All right, well, shall we all go then and make sure the bones get where they need to be? And then on to the Wicked Goat?
Yeah.
So as you're making your way in towards Saltmarsh and you're just getting in, there's a little bit of a line to get in. And there's some city guards there inspecting everyone that's coming in. And it's dinner time, and it's kind of a rush hour as people are trying to get in before dark. And you notice that there's it's kind of common that the way they travel, they arrive at the end of the day. And so you're waiting in line, and eventually you get up and you're this, oi! Yes.
Before we get up there,
Mhm.
Blastock's going to turn to Talako and say, because we don't know what's in this box, we have a way we can hide it.
I don't with the current. Oh, wait, can I?
You've got a bag of holding.
We have the bag of holding. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that
y'all
would
have a bag of holding, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the fallback. But I'm just wondering if Talako has a way that, I don't know.
I'm used to walking in using the credentials of the druidic grove. I'm not used to hiding things as I walk in. No, the short answer is no. I am not prepared for this.
Okay.
I can hide
What about
it.
you can hide it, Goblin?
Yes. I create a magical pocket that I can put things in. This is in meta speaking. This I can use a rope trick to do that.
Rope trick!
Yeah, but that puts it in a stationary spot. It's not like once we get past.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that trick's going to work, Goblin, because we can't pull it with us. We need it to travel with us.
What about your little bird familiar? Can it fly with it up and above?
I am I have used all of the creatures that I am
Okay.
able to use for the day. I need to rest. Oh, actually, would we have been able to short rest? Or was the 4 hours, would it have been a short rest?
You're walking, so you would have had to
No.
stop and rest for
No,
another
yeah.
hour.
Actually
that's
stopped
fair.
as
Yeah.
well. All right. Just
No.
put the box. We'll put the box in the bag
Okay.
of holding.
All
Then.
right. So eventually, as you're kind of moving your way, you figure this out. You get up and you hear this, "Oh yeah, City, anything to declare? Your venture this type successful?"
Yeah, we declare we're really tired and we need to get back to the Wicker Goat.
To declare.
5 silver to get back in. If you're not declaring any gold percentages of any treasures that you made, display.
No treasures, and Glasslock gives him a gold.
The only treasures we have are our own lives. And
You're
we can't
looking
really
pretty
give you
beat up
20% of
there.
those.
You didn't go into.
Yeah.
And they're like, they didn't go to the mines. That bugbear's still working around. You weren't in the mines, were you?
No, but if
No.
there's a bugbear in the mines, we can go take care of that tomorrow morning.
Ah, go check with the league. They might be interested in that. We've lost a few adventuring parties there. Anyways, let them through. Next. And you know, once you hit them with gold, they were like, "Yep, you're in." So,
And yeah.
and as you're walking, like I said, you can make the short jaunt up. So you're gonna pass the Wicker Goat. 16 is the Wicker Goat, but you know you can make a quick jaunt up to 14, which is the burial.
Mm-hmm.
And as you make your way up there, you're gonna find some of the diggers, the grave diggers, and the person's up there, and you notice that they're finishing up some of the graves, and one of them is gonna come up to a very large burly type man with the overhauls. He's a half orc, bandana. He's like, oi, can I help you there?
On our way out, we found the skeleton of this young child that needs to be put to rest. Believe that it is the missing child, and Talako will pull out a notebook that just has a whole bunch of information scribbled about people. I believe it's the missing child, Timmy. I don't know the family, but the clothes match. And he'll close the book and just pocket it back. I don't know the family name, but I feel like his bones should be put to rest, lest a ghost or some sort of phantom or badness just follow it around.
Not familiar with any Timmy. There's interesting, but doesn't ring a bell. But we've got a place to hold the remains, and we can dig a grave for tomorrow and give it some rites. Unless you would like to perform some rites.
I'd like to perform some rites. I'll how soon after sunrise would you like me to be here?
I could.
I don't want you up too. I don't want you to have to wake up too early. I don't.
I'm fit. I can finish up a. Dolph, you got another one, Dolph. And he's like, I just put I just put away. Oh man, yeah, we got it. We got to do this one. And he's like, all right, sunrise tomorrow morning. We'll have we should have it ready for him. No problem. And you hear the other guy in the corner is just going like, man, another unknown. That hermit. We just buried the hermit, and now we got another unknown.
Unless you know of a Timmy or a Timothy, a child that went missing.
But 8 years ago, there was a Timmy that went missing.
Oh,
Right.
Is the family still around to validate?
No, not really. They're kind of a little bit. We'll take proper care of it. Don't worry. Yeah, it'll be safe here. Come back in the morning. We'll have the the grave. It'll be all good.
Right.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Thank you for bringing him back. Appreciate your bringing him for the properness. So,
As
then,
we're leaving, Bryn would lean to Glassdog and be like, "That kid ends up in the ground. It'll be a freaking miracle."
I'm not even gonna. At this point, anything that happens is gonna be.
It was a
better
nice
than-
gesture. It was
yeah.
nice of Talico to want to do the right thing.
Well,
It's a thought that counts.
listen, we got the kid's body out of the house. That's the important thing.
I like how you're always talking like that behind us and we can hear you.
Can totally hear you. We're right here.
Or vice versa. Oh my god. Incredible.
Glassdock and Bryn have a secret language. It's called Thieves Know. Because Bryn never can see, thieves can't.
Oh man.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Oh.
So as you make your way back to the Wicker Goat,
They slap each other on the back a lot.
yeah, and you come in, and as you walk in, you are greeted by Carl. Welcome to the Wicker Goat! Hello, my friends. You are back. Awesome. Wonderful to see you.
Glassdock
Woohoo!
goes straight upstairs to his room.
I'm sorry. Dinner?
I'm
ale?
sorry, Carl.
Ale? Dinner?
Yeah, I'll have some ale. Tell you what, I'll have mine and his. And Bryn is trying to smooth things over.
No
Glassdock
problem.
was so rude.
Rough day. I've experienced them before. I know what adventurers are all alike. It happens. It happened. And you hear this, Dad, leave him alone. I'm like, it is okay.
If she's gonna have his L, I'll take, and I'll point at Goblin. I'll take theirs.
There should be a seat over there somewhere. So, exciting, good adventures. Good day. You look beat up a little bit, like you've got a little scuffles. All good for wear.
Yeah, well, we're all alive, and we're about to get drunk. What else could we want?
Excellent. Cheers, enjoy, have a wonderful. Sit down. We'll take care of you. It'll be all good. We're limited on bath times if you need it. We've got a short period of time. If you need one, let me know, and I'll make sure that it's set for you. But other than that, yes, wonderful. And
we found the skeleton of a kid.
Oh, yeah. Goblin.
Oh no! Did he?
We took it to the graveyard to have it buried proper. I believe it was, and again, I pull out the book, flipping through it. Like I'm literally reading nothing from the book.
Bryn is literally just like
yeah.
inner glass.
I believe it was the name Timmy or Timothy. The grave diggers said went missing 8 years ago, but their family wasn't still here. So we're gonna bury. He'll be buried, and I'll give proper rites tomorrow.
That sounds vaguely familiar. There was a few boys went missing. Where did you find this boy?
And he just like vaguely waves, like several hours.
Yeah, there's a boy that went missing, named Timmy. Many, and there were rumors that there were sightings of Timmy, like a ghost of Timmy, for many years out in the.
No.
Bing!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sorry, I couldn't resist anymore. I wanted to do that since we found out the kid's name was Timmy.
Amazing.
And the GM drops penny drops. So
Yeah, we actually talked to Timmy.
Oh my. You talked
We
to
found the
ghosts?
ghost. We spoke with the ghost, which is how we found the remains. And
Oh my. I'm intrigued. This is I'm free round. First round is free. You're doing so wonderful work. Lana, get them their drinks. They're good adventurers. Everyone, praise the adventurers. What's your name again? Oh, we just lost
Turn
her.
to look at
Sorry.
Bryn.
Oops, sorry.
It's all right. With the natural ones, my
The natural
comrade
ones
has gone to his room clearly.
Aha!
Yes, the natural one. Carl, thank you so much for all your lovely hospitality. If you don't mind, me and my friends at this point kind of need to just decompress. I don't think we'll need any baths, at least not tonight. And then we will be back down to breakfast in the morning and more of your wonderful energy.
That sounds lovely. Excellent, excellent. No worries, no worries. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And he moves on to another group of patrons and starts talking to them, and yeah. So
Thank you.
Can I have some colors, crayons?
Oh my God, yes. Amazing.
I believe yes. Yes, I think we can.
Oh my God, yes.
I think
Give
that's
him and can he color on the frickin' tablecloth? That's what I want to know.
well. I prefer not, but you know what? Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I actually need parchment too, please.
Oni, do we have any crayons? The kids have some crayons and some parchment back there. And you hear the sultry voice of a goddess come back. Yes, dear, I'll grab them for you soon. Just one moment. And the settling of calm and the smile on his face. That woman, I'm such a lucky man there. And he goes back. He's like, we'll get to it when it's sometime. And he goes back and starts greeting some more patrons and his
awesome
energy. And as you're sitting and eating and drinking and relaxing, one of the waitresses comes and provides some more with the next round. And there's some crayons and a piece of parchment. And she's like, here you go, Daddy.
Thank you.
Yes. And go ahead.
And I just grabbed with the I find the Jello crayon and just write yellow and equals and parents. And
God.
And then I also grab another red crayon and I put in red equals question mark.
Oh.
Okay.
And I just fold it and put it in my pocket.
Just to save it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, Glasstalk, you go upstairs. You're doing your anything special or anything like that?
Glasstalk is just decompressing from everything that's happened.
Okay.
But I do want to look at. There was something in. Find the list. I want to go over the notes specifically about Rocky.
Okay. Alrighty.
Like if there's like anything about a location or where he may have headed.
Okay. Based off the information, and it's going to take you a while to go through it and things of that nature and stuff, but what you get is that it appears that Rocky burnt the alchemist's arm with acid, and he after a day or two, he escaped to the swamp.
Okay.
And the alchemist has been sending adventurers to hunt black dragons in the swamp. And in the notes, the adventurers killed 2 small black dragons that were in the swamp. But when they brought them to the alchemist, they weren't Rocky.
Okay.
But he has a standing order, and Bryn, you notice this too, that it's in the the league where you sent the letter off, that there's a standing order there for black dragon hunting. hunting black
Okay.
dragons.
Hmm.
Okay. And then there's also the there was a stone that was on the Alchemist.
Yes, there was a stone on the Alchemist.
Okay.
You've got the stone?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice shiny. It looks rough, and it looks like like almost this like crude like crystal with red and a little bit of yellow on some of the edges, and it's
Okay.
just this you're looking at it, and yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Okay.
It appears to potentially be magical. At least you get the sense that it could be magical.
Okay.
Just for information, Goblin, the Elven chainmail that you picked up overnight, you're going to be able to modify your self with the armor, and over the long rest, you're going to be able to be more or less equipped with the Elven chainmail and have that on your as armor. So you're going to adjust yourself and what you need, because you don't need to rest, so to speak. You're gonna have plenty of time to adjust and attune and make the appropriate adjustments to have that as your skin.
Okay, I'll do that.
So you can add that to your character sheet, Elven chainmail, and then have it worn, so to speak.
Okay. Cool.
Bryn and Talico and Goblin, as you're drinking and enjoying the evenings, there's a lot of conversation going on. People are talking. The thing that you get, there's a lot of just jovial, people are kind of being fun, things of that nature. It's a quiet night, and it goes out without any potential issues. Talico, when you go back to your room, though, after 10-15 minutes of in your room, you get a cold chill. Like the room's temperature dropped.
I'll kind of shoot up in bed and cast Produce Flame to light up the room, clearly.
And then and you're kind of looking around, and on the table, what do you have on the table, like in your room?
So he would have so on the table at the end of the day would be a charcoal pencil and his basically his journal that he's keeping notes of, like, today I found Timmy/Timothy was like, it's just all of his notes that he keeps on things and people and information that he's found.
So suddenly the charcoal kind of rolls off the table and rolls onto the floor. And then you notice like the notebook pages turn. And the pages turn. And the pages turn.
I cast Detect Magic.
Oh shit.
And start looking around through the cone. Oh, no, I don't cast Detect Magic. First thing I do is I just cast Detect Thoughts with my last second level slot of the day.
And you feel this.
Arrested.
You feel this.
Oh, fuck. No. It's
wow.
not.
And then suddenly you see this small boy in rags, ghostly form, turning the pages.
Thank you all.
Hi.
Your kindness has freed my soul.
Timmy, what are you doing? Is it Timmy? Does it look like Timmy?
Hi, yeah, I'm Timmy. Hi.
Yeah, I'm Timmy.
Yeah, I'm Timmy.
Oh.
And I just put the crayons. I pushed the crayons to.
No, this is in his room.
Oh, this is in my room.
This is in his room. This is at night.
Alone, bitch.
Yeah.
No, it's like, what are you doing, Timmy? Are you?
Well, I'm here to thank you, and but you're bringing me back, so I'm just waiting for it to end.
Okay,
So following,
well,
you're my new friend.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, this is a first. Well, I need to get some sleep and rest, and then it'll end.
my
I can
It'll
sing.
end.
So
Oh,
glad this is not
Henry the
Bridge
Fifth
Room.
is out my mind. The swamp are great, and he just starts singing.
Is,
I
is
need.
Calico the only one who can hear this?
Right now, yes, because he's in his room and it's not very loud. But if
Okay. I was gonna say it depends. Where's Glassstock's room in?
around the corner,
Okay. All right. So they're not adjoining.
no.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I need rest before I can help you. Before I can help you end this. So I need to rest and sleep, not sing. But here, and he'll cast Druidcraft and get like different, get out of the wooden floor. He'll grow a whole bunch of like sticks and basically like create kind of the equivalent of like Lincoln logs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, here.
Uh-huh. And
Play
he's
with
like,
these-
"Oh yeah, woohoo!" And you see they're just kind of moving around, and he's not being subtle.
Okay, but
We're
I
gonna-
need you to be quiet just a little bit, okay? But play with these, okay? And I'm gonna try to get some rest.
Hour goes by, and he's still making noise.
Oh my
I
gosh!
need two things. I need a persuasion check to persuade Timmy to let you go to sleep.
This
Is the second one going to be a sanity check? Because I know this isn't Call of Cthulhu, but I feel like I need a sanity
it's
check.
not going to be a sanity check. It's going to be an exhaustion check.
Yeah,
A
it's
con check.
persuasion. 11 persuasion to try to convince Timmy to calm down.
You barely missed it. And Timmy is just
Yeah.
making a lot of noise. And because he's making a lot of
Oh,
noise, you're going to try to
no.
fall asleep. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh man, the dice have not. Oh, I was gonna say, the
Oh,
dice
there
haven't
we
been
go.
with me, but there's a
Hey.
17. Yeah,
So-
I'll take a
We're due.
17.
Over
There
the
we go.
course
do.
of this, you are exhausted and listening to Timmy play with these Lincoln logs and
So-
stuff
He's
like
so
that.
happy.
So after 2 hours of this,
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to go to sleep. I'm going to get up and be like, you know what, Timmy, let's go see how they're coming along. All right, let's go see. Let's go check the grave. Let's let's see how things are going
they're
along.
closed, and there's nothing to. You can't see the body or anything like that.
Oh,
You gotta wait
Oh
until the
my
morning.
God.
But so this is what's gonna happen. You will not be exhausted, but you got enough sleep in with him making noise and everything else that eventually he disappeared by morning, and that when you got enough sleep in that you're not exhausted, and your spell slots will come back.
Okay.
But you were in and out of sleep. It's like that every hour you were waking up and falling asleep type situation.
It takes me 8 hours to
Yeah.
get my 4 hours of rest.
Yes,
Yep.
it did. Yes, it did.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because you're an elf. So-
Yeah.
So yeah, it literally was like that. So and the morning comes. What would you like to do?
Bryn wakes up and you hear is it Chopin that has like the gentle summer music?
Yes.
And, like
The
Bryn got a
birds.
great night's sleep. Yeah. There's a bird sitting out the window that flies in onto her finger and she starts singing. And
Okay, Snow White.
yep. And Bryn commands the birds now, and she gets dressed and heads down for breakfast. She does like wash up just a little bit, like if there's like a wash basin. She did not take a bath the night before, so she washes up a little bit and then heads down for breakfast.
So everyone, everyone goes down for breakfast. You smell the wafting, beautiful smell of fresh made pastries. You know that this is the staple here. But when Talico comes down, he looks tired. He looks very, very tired.
Hey,
Kind of
Jay,
rough
can
night.
I make like an Arcana check to try to figure out what this stone is?
Yes, you can.
Oh God, what is with my roller? Being very, very weird right now. eye
Uh-oh.
is just literally floating across the screen.
Oh my god.
The Phantom Ghost.
Ooh, 19.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So this river rock again it's a little. It looks like a luck stone. It appears to be a luck stone.
Hmm.
And yeah, you're thinking about it, and yeah, you heard stories that this is a luck stone, and basically what a luck stone does, you carry it with you, and will give you an advantage on one ability check of your choice.
That's awesome. A great bonus.
Could have used that last night against the singing child.
About 8 hours too late.
Okay.
Okay. And so, and you've got it in your, so you kind of did it. And you put, and you go downstairs to your for breakfast.
Mhm.
You leave all your gear upstairs and stuff like that.
Right.
Class talk. On your way down, and you kind of sit. When you sit down, that stone is in your pocket,
Even though I left it up in the room.
even though you left it up in the room.
Okay. Timmy is mischievous.
No, I think it's kind of like a lucky rabbit's foot at this point.
Oh,
It's
it like finds its way home.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I feel like De Niro when I'm like, okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, and the breakfast kind of comes. You hear conversations. One of the things that there's talks of the town, that's been happening in town, things of that nature. There's people are kind of talking about the cult. They're growing. There's some people that are having some issues with the cult, while there's a lot of people that you just don't understand the divine sheep. And you see more people wearing purple vestments. There's some conversations about the mine, and things that there's some stuff that's happening in the mine, and people are commenting about where's Copperlock, and Copperlock isn't here drinking tonight. They're somewhere else. So we're gonna do two things relatively quick. We're getting close on time, and I want to get to it. You're gonna go to the graveyard to get the ceremony for the bones, and then you're gonna deliver the box. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So just expedite. You're going to go to the graveyard. They're going to bring out Timmy's bones. There's a grave set up. There's a presentation. What type of ceremony are you wanting to provide, or say? Is there anything special that you're going to want to do?
I'm gonna go through and do my best rendition of an Obit High. Like, we all, like, as part of this life, we come from dust, we return to dust. May Timmy be at rest. And I will drop the bones in there, but I will also drop these. Like, you'll see Teleco out of his worn out of his jacket. He pulls the Lincoln logs that he had made the night before, and he puts them in the grave as well. And he goes, may you rest eternally and find joy in the next, in whatever fruit you may bear in the future.
And all of you notice something, that after he is doing these, you see a little shimmering next to Teleco. And then you in a small child, and as you finish the ceremony, you see Timmy kind of manifest a little bit and looks at you and goes, "See you later." And he just has a light, and just kind of
say goodbye.
And he just disappears, and almost as a light kind of shines it strangely on him, and he disappears.
Bryn is singing Ave Maria. It's perfect and in key.
I use Druidcraft and just Druidcraft a lot of marigolds to put around in the graveside.
And there's a few people that are kind of seeing this at times too, but it's just one of those like it's very uplifting that you've accomplished. Provide that you've set Timmy
Nice.
to a better place.
Nice.
By the way,
Good for
Talico, do you
us.
share your evening with Timmy
I
at breakfast?
only if somebody asks about him being
Calico,
tired.
you look tired.
Yeah, then he'll share it and just be like, "Yeah, so it was a night. The spirit of that kid was there, probably still here. Hopefully, playing with the logs, playing with the sticks that I tried to make for him. It was a long night,
You
but it'll
ma-
be better. We'll make it better."
so you're making your way across town to the Empty Nest, which is a tavern. And Talico, you've heard, and actually, Bryn, when you come up towards this tavern, you're gonna notice what this tavern is. And it's a kind of a, how shall I put this? Let me find it and I will share. This partially supported by stilts driven into the harbor waters, this rinky tavern is purposely a haven of mercenaries, pirates, smugglers, seamen, just a whole bunch of those types. And it is number 35 on the map.
Awesome.
Right here.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Right on a peninsula.
it's on a
literally right on the water.
Yep, it's
It's on
right
the
there
water.
and stuff like that. Bryn, give everyone extra, but Bryn, give me. I need a roll, like an intelligence roll, and basically
It's
what
just any roll.
an intelligence. So roll a d20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your
Yeah.
proficiency, because I want to see if you
Oh.
remember something.
So Bryn is just Bryn.
Actually, Glasstalk, you too.
What did you roll?
I do not remember
No.
shit.
Okay.
That's 2. Oh my god.
Did you roll another nat 1?
Yes, I did.
Really?
I showed it to the camera. Yes. I don't remember shit.
Wow. Okay, yeah, everything landscape is just off.
This is
Glasscock, if you wanted to roll, because you would know. If you wanted to roll, let me know.
Do I get to have my proficiency?
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
This is a different name, but this is the seedy tavern that you've heard of before, called the Founder's Pounder, long ago, or in the future. This is like where a very much seedy stuff.
This is Bryn's type of place.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
as
Awesome.
you go in, and like I said, there's a whole bunch of thugs in here and everything else. There's, spilled beer from the morning. There's some blood on the floor from a nightly brawl.
As we start to walk in, Glassstock's going to lean towards Bryn and say, "This is all you, babe."
Yes. And Bryn's just eyes are lit up like Christmas.
God, Jay.
So excited.
In fact, I'm going to cast guidance and
Woohoo!
Bryn gets hotter
Bryn.
for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
so you can add if you have to make a ability check, you get to add an additional d4.
1d4. Perfect. I'll write it down. Thank you.
So as you come in, what are you doing?
Bryn would want to look for this guy with a red and yellow lapel thing.
Okay. As you're kind of looking around,
Scanning.
the area. Actually, everyone give me a perception. Actually, no, it'd be investigation. We're gonna go with investigations because even though it's not specific, we're gonna get investigations.
Did you roll
Love
another
it.
natural one?
You roll another.
Yes.
You roll a 20. Oh.
No, a nat fucking 1 again. These dice are going away. They're getting incinerated. They're it's the same no wait. Oh for you. That's a 7.
Oh, 7? Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, that's better. It's better.
Oh, it's
Oh, and you get to add a d4 to it.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Everyone can roll me that
It's a
investigation.
10.
Everyone can roll me that investigations.
It's a 10.
I rolled with advantage.
Yep.
And got an 8
I got
Okay.
total, and that's my high.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Congratulations.
16.
Bless.
So as you're all are looking around, and Bryn, you literally walk past this guy. And
Hey.
Calico, you walk past.
That's because she's just reveling in
She's
like
so
what a
confident
dump
right
this
now.
is.
She's like
And-
Conor McGregor.
And
Bar.
and you're kind of walking around looking, and like I said, it's in the morning, and you don't see it because it's in the corner. There's a dude eating breakfast, and the cloak is kind of set to the side a little bit, so you didn't notice it at first. But on the chair, there's this a dark cloak with this pin.
Uh-huh.
And if Glasstalk and Goblin, you notice it, and you look over, and you see the guy. He's
Glasstalk,
dark skinned.
puts his hand on Bryn's shoulder and slowly turns her towards
Bryn turns voluntarily and is like, oh.
Bryn, you
Yeah.
see this very nice looking, dark skinned male,
Ooh.
charismatic, and just looking with this
Yes.
over here.
Bastard. No
And
way.
you swear it is the
No.
younger version of Lido.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not. There is sitting
Oh.
there just eating away this.
For those of you who don't know, Lido is Dragon Daddy.
Lido. Very much. He
Lido
the
is
daddiest
Dragon
of the
Daddy.
Dragon Daddies.
Lido met
There
Bryn
he is.
in the city in season 1.
And he was a little bit older.
He was
Right?
very older, and he was very intrigued to see you.
Yeah. He said I was like, yeah.
Think Lando Calrissian. That's
Yeah,
how
it
sweet
is-
Yeah,
it
that's
is
it.
this guy
Land- yeah.
is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't remember Lido for a long time, and I just kept calling him fake Lando, and I didn't want to piss anybody off, but I couldn't remember. Anyway, okay, I'm like, and so Bryn just kind of like, you see, like Bryn is very happy, and as freaking Glassdock turns her, you see her shoulders like slump, and she's like, son of a bitch. And she would
And
just
he's-
like,
Not me, I don't believe. I'm not a bitch anytime, but lovely lady, can I help you with something?
Bryn rolls her eyes and said, give me the box.
That's the box, though.
Glassstock pulls the box out of the bag of holding
Oh.
and hands it to Bryn.
Son of a bitch. And then she like just goes over there and she like puts it down on the table and looks
Well,
him in the eye.
hello, and how can I help you?
Your delivery is here. And she smiles.
Oh,
Through her
s-
teeth.
Why, interesting. I'm sorry.
I believe you're supposed to say something about the moon. and
Yes,
then
the
I will
moon is
leave.
is lovely, but you're so
Yeah.
angry. Why? Have we met before? I don't recall,
don't-
because someone of your beauty I would definitely remember.
Glassstock leans back to Polacco and goes, watch, this is going to be good.
Wait, is-
Ironically, I don't think we have met yet.
Oh, so there's hope. Interesting.
Talako crosses crosses his arms and like leans to Glasstalk. Is like, is this something?
Bryn would kind of pinch the bridge of her nose and be like, I'm just here to bring you the books. A tip would be great.
Oh.
But
Well, have a seat, please. My manners. Enjoy, please. You must. It's part of the deal.
and as much as it pains
Now Glassstock's
No.
ordering a drink and having Polacco
you
and
see
Goblin sit
Bryn
down
have
at a
another one of those
table.
like full body shudders. And then, however, as much as it pains Bryn, the Lido in our time was a very like influential dude, and he like had his fingers in a lot of pies, and so she almost wants to let Bryn sits down.
Well, my apology. Lido, my charm to meet you.
And
And you
Bryn
are?
would Bryn
Oh,
Broad
Bryn.
River.
Broad River. Oh, such a lovely name. Are you new in town?
You could say that. Uh, but I just passing through,
Well,
making deliveries,
clearly
hoping for a
you're
tip.
working for our mutual friend if you're making this delivery.
I suppose you could call him a friend. We
Hmm.
didn't kill him, so that
Oh,
is
well, that is most interesting.
hmm,
So then you are you up for the job then?
what job?
Bucks waving the barmaid over. Two.
I'm afraid our mutual friend didn't explain to me that there would be more after this.
Well, it's just to, you know, it's a recruitment offer, so to speak. Sometimes I look for eligible individuals to protect some packages on some deliveries that I might need.
Listen, we are looking for a friend of ours. We're not here to be anybody's errand boys.
Oh, friends. Well, I might know him. Who is this friend of yours that I might know that I could help you find in exchange for services, maybe?
And Bryn kind of narrows her eyes, and then she would sort of like lean in and she would be like, "This friend happens to be on the run. I'm not sure I should tell you his name. What if you are the one looking for him?"
Bryn, please give me a perception check.
Oh
With
my.
advantage.
I'm not rolling with this die. Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna get out more dice. I'm getting out all of them because F this. Okay, here we go. With advantage. It is a nat effing 20, boys. Let's
There we go.
go.
There's my girl.
Yeah.
In Thieves' Cant, and you recognize the Thieves' Cant.
I did it!
Because you've seen him do it before and wasn't sure, but now you know exactly what he was saying, and it's exactly what he was saying beforehand, and you finally pick up on it.
Yes.
And in Thieves' Cant, he's like, are you a legit looking for work, or are you just being stupid?
And in
Ooh,
Thieves
okay.
Can't Back, Bryn would narrow her eyes and you would see her knuckles kind of go white, and she would say,
Don't ever say Bryn is being stupid.
neither.
And he's like, impressive. I like that.
Great.
Awesome. If you're interested, I do have a job that will make some money, and I appreciate this delivery. Are you wanting to be part-time or full-time uh in the organization?
Bryn would look back over her shoulder at her compatriots, and then she would
Meanwhile,
kind
they're
of
sitting
just
there with mugs,
Yeah.
looking at you,
shrug, and she's like,
raising them up. And stuff.
she would say, that Bryn would say, "If you can help us find our friend, I'm in for whatever kind of time you want."
And in the conversation, and you notice that the conversations are just jovial and just this charismatic, and Thieves' Cant is going on. It's like, who's your friend? I may know of him.
Mm-hmm.
I've
And
been
I would
around.
tell him at this point, I would say it's a Vero. His name is a Vero Starborn. He's an elf. He's young.
Do you give him a description?
I do.
He's like, I've been in town for a while, and there's no elf like that in town.
Okay. And I would just,
And he's like, I've got my hands
in.
in several things and eyes around, but yeah, there's no
Nothing.
pompous
Wow.
elf in town like that, So I'm sorry I can't find your friend. I'll keep the name out. I'll keep a lookout to see if he's here. But did you say how long he's been in town?
Yeah, I would tell him
And he's like,
everything.
He's like, I've been here a long time too, and
Oh.
I have not seen someone. So if he's here, he's keeping a very low profile.
I would also tell him that as you're spreading the information around, to be discreet because of a Vero possibly being in danger.
Oh, and he'd ask what type of danger, if there's anything.
I would just say I don't know what type of
Okay.
danger, but he thinks he's being followed and he doesn't know by whom.
Okay, understand. We can definitely. What's the best way to contact you?
Um, we have rooms at the Wickered Goat.
Okay, Carl's a wonderful person. I can definitely Oral's. I always love eating Oral's wonderful baked goods in the morning because it's just everyone remembers that. And he's kind of like, okay, yep. Your compatriots, are they trustworthy?
Yes, without hesitation. I would.
Okay. And then he asks a strange question. Are you seafaring folk? Can you handle a sea voyage?
Bryn would say, "Well, no, I can. Bet you I can teach the others."
Do you have any issues with if to protect unusual passengers?
Depends on what kind of unusual.
That I can't get into too much, but would you protect a voyage if you had a job to protect a voyage and passengers, would you if you depending okay. It's like I might have a job for you soon. It will pay very well. 1,000 gold pieces each.
The guys watching Bryn would kind of notice like she like tenses a little bit, and then she kind of like more quickly looks over her shoulder at them, and then would just be like, yes, yes, I think that is something we could work out.
It would be a quick week of work back and forth to a town and back.
Would Glassstock be able to tell from Bryn's body language that they're talking about money?
Yes.
100%. 100%. I'm not. Don't even make a freaking sense or what.
Yeah, 100%, and it was a lot of money.
Yeah. So this is when Glassstock is.
What just freaked her out?
Yeah. So Glassstock takes a big drink, turns to Talako and says, "They're talking about money, and my guess is we've been offered a very, very well-paying job."
And Bryn would smile. And again, this whole time, for all anybody
there's
who
just
overhears
conversations of flamboyantness of just like, oh yes, good plane, and
and yet Bryn would smile and nod and wink and just essentially agree to this deal.
Well,
on behalf of all of us,
Glassstock says it's a lot of money.
and he would just come back and say, well, I'll keep you updated. It will be a dawn to dusk. You would meet at dusk, and it's an overnight ship. But it'll be a few days before something like that happens. But I'll keep you in mind. So oh, it's so nice to meet you, and it's so lovely, and I look forward to another encounter and meeting you again over drinks. I can be found at the Sparrow, at one of the other taverns where there's gambling. You notice he talks about the gambling, and over in the not too far away, there's kind of on this side of the area, there's a bar or a tavern called the Sparrowfish, where there's some gambling and stuff like that he comes to. Nice. It's like, but yeah, if you ever need it, I'll be here or there. But it was so lovely to meet you, and I'm off to now. But have a lovely and wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Bryn would less coarsely this time offer her hand for him to kiss it.
Oh, and he does. He kisses it so fine, and it reminds you of what it was like last time, but a little bit less smooth. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then she would smile and walk back to the boys, and she would just like lean down and be like, "I hope you're not mad at me. I don't think you will be." We're going on a ship. Bon voyage.
Oh,
We were going to help.
Or actually, make it 4.
We were going to. I was going to help Goblin find his parents. What's the
Well, not
why?
yet.
Why are we suddenly going on a ship?
In a couple of days, we're going to help him. Name is Lido. 1,000 gold each.
Told you it was a lot of money.
1,000 gold each. With that kind of money, you can hire a whole team of investigators to help find his family. Goblin,
yes.
doesn't that sound like a plan? And then as she's looking at Goblin, for just a second, she feels guilty about this decision she's made on behalf of everybody.
That's why I ordered 4 drinks, because 2 of them are for Bryn.
And Bryn, you do realize it's not set in stone. Like I said, it's a couple of days, so it's depending on. And you are the only one who committed.
True. Well, that's true.
You did not commit the group. You committed yourself, and
Okay.
potentially, so no one else has an obligation
No, that's fine.
to
Yeah,
go.
Okay. Yeah.
With Goblin, I hate to say, but with that amount of gold as well, I could acquire things to be able to summon some very powerful beasts to also help in our search. Parrots,
Wow.
beasts that I can't summon without the gold, without the material, with that expensive of a cost.
I understand that. However, I can't lose this. So I am not going to be upset if you all go to this and I go find whatever, well, tracks I have of my parents.
And Bryn would kind of nod and she'd say, technically, it's going to be a few days before we know anything. And technically, I didn't commit you. I committed myself. So if you don't want to go, I on my own for a lot of years on a ship. So walk in the park for me. And any gold I make is ours to split, of course. Need that much gold for me anyway.
Person could do a lot of good with that gold. Let's see what progress we can make between.
And are you going to make your way back to the Wicker Goat to kind of
Yeah.
relax? So as you're making your way back to the Wicker Goat, looking at the map, Glassdock,
Mhm.
right here. You suddenly look over as you're crossing the bridge and you're getting along this line right here. When you're about right here, you look over. Right there looks like Hendrik Copperlock's house.
So Bryn or Glassdock will turn to Bryn and the group and say, I believe this is Hendrik's house. Can we stop and perhaps see if he's home and chat?
Yeah.
And as you
Like-
make your way towards the house, Bryn, you notice this. This is the house you were at. This is a beautiful, but it's newer. It's not decrepit as it or old like before. This is like a new, relatively new, in good standing, one story. And as you kind of get close, you recognize the ornate handles, that brass handles that were on there with all the arcane symbols that were around. And you hear some voices coming in from inside. And for a second there, you thought you heard a voice you recognized, Glassdock. And you hear the voice of, definitely of Hendrik. But for a split second, you could swear you hear your uncle's voice.
Okay.
And as they're talking, you hear Hendrik goes, all right, go take care of it and come back tomorrow. And be like, all right. You use the scroll. I've got plenty of them. And suddenly you hear the whispering sound of magic from inside. And whoosh, as if a spell was casted in the room. And then you just hear Hendrik by himself moving around. And that is where we're going to pause for next week's episode. For next episode.
Oh, wow.
Thank you,
It's happening.
everyone, for joining us. Now, before we get into everyone's stuff, there's two things I'm going to jump the gun on. And that is a post-credit scene.
Yes. Yes. Immediately. Yes.
We're going to do our post-credit scenes right away. Because
Okay,
I've got
post-credit
two
scene.
of them.
Oh, jeez.
The first credit scene, the wicker goat, is lively as normal as the camera pans on a group of adventurers, dirty and wounded. They start talking. Did you hear? A bugbear's taken over the mines. The last adventuring group didn't even make it back. One of them crawled out of the mine entrance and with his last words said, "Bugbear." I'm telling you, I heard it from the town guard. Even Radek is convinced. His adventuring group said that they were never going to go to the mines, so you know it must be true. Worried
Radek.
faces are suddenly interrupted as Carl greets them as he approaches the, "Hello, what should we have today?" So Radek's name has been dropped. The adventurer known as Radek. Our second post-credit scene is as the camera pans through the window's glass and shows a church with many followers in prayer. On the altar, a purple sheep lays while eating some grass or hay. The head priest walks around the sheep several times with a large brass bowl filled with purple liquid. He chants several lines, so the chants increase as lines of church members, some looking around as if it was their first time here. You hear, "May the wool protect you," and replies, "May the wool protect you." And the priest offers the bowl to the next person as he drinks. "May the wool protect you." Standing on guard
Purple Gatorade.
is an impressive
The best.
female with white hair and fair-colored skin. This person clearly is the protector of the flock and looks like almost an air genasi. She carries no visible weapons and stands guard watching the fold as if it is her solemn duty. For a brief moment, she looks upon the purple sheep and smiles with love in her eyes as a creature moves its head in her direction. And as the moment passes, she returns to her overwatch position. A cleric approaches the high priest and the head. "Sir, we haven't been able to locate the issue. He seems to be eluding us again. His elven magical ability seems to be formidable." The head priest looks back at the protector. "We can wait. She will deal with him if he decides to return. His magic will mean nothing against her muscle." And as the camera pans away, you hear the more, "May the wool protect you," as people are ingesting, wearing these, and getting adorned in purple vestments.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
I'm gonna befriend that purple sheep.
Normally, yes.
Talako thinks that thinks one of the purple sheep needs to be destroyed.
Real quick, normally in my head, I'm like, I know they're talking about a Vero, and like with any other hero, I'd be like, oh no, bullshit. He's the hero. He'll be fine. always like against her muscle. I'm like, yeah, he's dead.
For
So
those
snap it
have
like a
not,
fucking toothpick.
if you want to know more about the purple sheep, check out our VODs on the Legends of Saltmarsh.
Not Saltmarsh Legends.
No,
the
the Legends of
Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh, which was an MTD show on Miniature and Domain last year, and there was a nice run, and there might have been some spoilers just dropped concerning some individuals. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
You can follow these on the our our YouTube channel and on the VODs. Please subscribe, and we're gonna go around and say we went over time a little bit, but thank you so much. Joshua, where can we find you?
Shocked and amazed at everything. Or on the edge of my seat. I'm not sure which. No, so I am out on the Twitters. I am JRowTech. Everywhere else, I am Gen2 Penguin. So if you want to follow me here on Twitch, I do Phasmophobia on Fridays. Also, I'm here for Champions of Eclipsia on Thursdays. So yeah, find me here and find me at Gen2 Penguin over on Twitch and hang out and chat. And we always like to share conspiracy theories about what we're going to do with Jay's next encounter. So out on Twitter. So if you're not following that discourse, it's fun. And just please throw ideas and mayhem out there.
Yes.
Oh God, yes. Oh yes. Thank you so much. Jim, how about you?
So yeah, Jim Hockmer1 on Twitter. You can find me here, obviously on Wednesday nights. I'm also here Sunday afternoons, playing in a Star Wars Shadowport adventure where I play Clicky, the Jawa gunslinger, who apparently has been nominated to be the head of security for our ship now. Yeah. So
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I missed one episode. I need to catch up now.
yeah.
They're on the VODs. They're on the
Yes.
VODs. Thank you so much, Jim. Carrie.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a bunch of revelations that was. I'm Carrie. I am obviously here every other Wednesday. I am also over on Mini Terrain Domain on Monday nights where we play Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries, though we are kind of moving away from the Candlekeep rule set, which is pretty fun. I also just finished up a Call of Cthulhu campaign over there. All the VODs are available on YouTube. Check it out. It's a 3-parter. It was short and sweet, and I think it was fun. So that was my first foray into DMing anything ever. I've never done it in person. It was literally my maiden voyage. So come watch me screw up and or succeed accordingly. And yeah, I'm also on another channel called Dice Tales Live. We aired an episode tonight that was pre-recorded. Yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm like the wind.
Awesome. You did an awesome job. That was a
Thank you.
good
Thank you
series.
so much.
So it was
Thank
really
you.
good to watch. Thank you, Carrie. Robo Goblin, thank you so much. How are you?
And me, Robo Goblin. You can find me at TTRPGives on Twitch and on Twitter. And so far, you can watch me here and on Saturday for the season finale of Ampistrano D&D. And it's going to be intense. But other than that, just follow me on Twitter and that could be. I mean, you shouldn't follow me on Twitter because it's already dying, but whatever.
You should follow.
Yeah.
If you're on Twitter, if you're still on the platform, go follow Robo.
Yes.
So,
wonderful.
Joshua.
Robo has been doing so awesome and has got his hands in so much. It is so great to watch him. He's just a wonderful, wonderful person. Hi, everyone. I'm Jay, also known as Neofet3. You can find me here Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for Star Wars. We will be back the 30th of November for another episode. And we're looking at 1, maybe 2 more episodes before the mid-season finale of this season for this game. So check us out on the 30th and then potentially the second week of December. And then we will be looking at our mid-season before we rejoin back up later next year with Jeff. Jeff will be returning next year.
Yay!
So Aviro will be coming. So we're kind of working our way towards that storyline, but we're going to see. I will be at PAX Unplugged in 2 weeks. Luckily enough, I will be running some games for some companies, which was just happened to fall in my lap the other day, and hopefully playing. So if you are there and you see this, come up to me, hugs, everything else, say hi. I love meeting people I know on the socials and Twitch and everywhere else, and meeting people in person. So very much like that. And then, like I said, we've got some stuff coming down later on. I'm also going to be in a charity event on the second week of December for Bard's Playhouse. And I will be running a Star Wars game on Sunday night for the charity event. And more information coming out later on that. So again, thank you so much. I've got a person, Joshua Simons is running, so we're going to go raid him. And we're going to go say hi and give him some love. He is a wonderful person. Finally got to meet him in person at Gamehole Con not too long ago, so it was awesome. So again,
She's a good person.
Oh, very much so. So again, thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy, have a great time, and remember, please be kind and don't be a jerk. See you later.
Bye.